We spoke in the first hour about our initial reactions to Hansen and his Summer League debut for the Blazers. And I kind of want to dive in, Danny, with you, my resident NBA brusky, about Summer League in its kind of place in the world. We're seeing some stuff on the fan text line 503-864-6326 over on the YouTube chatter. Kind of about, some other fan hosts that are, very dismissive of Summer League. I can definitely be one of them. That's what I'm here for this segment. I guess we'll start with just kind of like an opening kind of idea of how well do these performances transfer to the NBA? Because when I watch Summer League, it is, I'm not going to lie, I watched Hansen highlights.
Sure.
I guest bartended yesterday at the Great Bridgetown Beer House on Mississippi and Shaver, and there were no sports on because all baseball was at 1.
Okay.
So there was nothing really to watch. We ended up turning on the 2002 Royal Rumble, and there was some Summer League basketball. I can't watch it because watching bad basketball is some of the most painful sports in my life.
It's why I'm not, like, if it's not top tier college basketball, like, I've talked to a lot of scouts over the years. Like the scouts, the true sickos to me are the guys that watch the youth circuits. And I'm not talking about like high school juniors and seniors. I'm talking the sophomore and younger.
Yeah.
It is a
going to an AAU game 20 years ago.
You were cut from a different cloth to do that. And there are people who love it and they like really
high school football.
I mean, even like high-end high school football.
I can't do that.
If it was your jam, I at least get it, especially when you're talking about like the high-end stuff. It's the same thing in basketball. Like, so the guys that are coming to Hoop Summit every year, I usually have a generally good idea because I watch the U17s, U18s, and kind of an idea of like who's who before they get there. Like, guys come in with heat, like the Cooper Flags of the world. But I have a rule. And if you are not a top 100 prospect as a senior, I don't care about you.
I do not care.
I don't care. I just don't. Like, because the difference between a top 15, top 20 prospect in high school and a top 250 prospect is night and day. Now, there are guys that pop later. That's
sure.
Unequivocally
3 stars
true.
can turn into 5 stars in college football all the time.
Dame was a 0 or a 2, depending on where you look at it. But
and was a high lottery pick.
Yeah. And like you can
Mid
pop.
Pick.
No, he's
high lottery pick.
60, it's right there.
Yeah, right there, mid.
But yeah, like that part of it. But I can't watch the dregs of it. I want no part of it. It's just it's not my jam.
So
not my huckleberry.
So then I'm asking you, like, because this is where the poo-poo comes in on the young Hansen. This is where it's like, hey, we can see some really cool stuff. We love the drive, his attitude, his clear knowledge of the game, his passing abilities, et cetera, et cetera.
Everything you just mentioned is what's important.
But how does that actually translate? Yes.
And there's like there's a general consensus among evaluators. I'll just call it that. The too good for Summer League, or did you prove what you needed to prove? So we mentioned like earlier in the show, Cooper Flag goes 5 of 21 in his first game. I'm sitting there watching the game with a bunch of scouts. Not a single one of us cared about him missing shots.
Yeah.
It was his first shift. It was about a minute and a half, and he was jittery as hell. Like, he was nervous.
I kind of like that. Is it weird that I kind of like that?
But you could see it. Like, he was just like, bah.
Well, I mean, he's 18 years old.
He's supposed to be going into college now.
Yeah. He
reclassed. He was in Cam Boozer, AJ DeBonsa, Darren Peterson's class. Like,
he should have done that. That team would have been stupid.
I mean, they did. They grew up playing in the all the Team USA stuff. Like, that's where, like, the 2026 class has been forecast since like 2020, 2021 of like, no, this class is going to be real good.
Yeah, I love that he was nervous. And yeah, that's what you see.
But it wasn't about what shots he hit or didn't. It's like they gave him the ball. They empowered him on a level above college basketball against grown men, and he ticked boxes. You are just trying to tick boxes.
Right.
That is what you're trying. I do not care if it's Young Hansen, Cooper Flag, or anyone else.
And then game 2, Cooper Flag ticks every box 5 times over, and now he's done.
Yeah. And because you saw
send him back to Dallas.
You saw what you needed to see.
First, get him out of Vegas. Send him back to Dallas.
Yeah.
Send him back to Dallas. Get him out of Vegas.
Yeah, just go. But like I literally I said it on Twitter. I'm like, I'm about to say something out of pocket. He's played a half of basketball of Summer League. I've seen enough.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the box score. I do not care what your box score is.
Yeah, because that's actually kind of what's most impressive. And I mentioned this in the first hour, like why I really was impressed by his passing skills. because the guys he's passing to are not playing.
No.
They're not playing. They're
No.
not NBA guys. They're not
only
rotational guys.
The only
they're
guys
not
that are
end
out
of the
there,
bench guys.
you've got two guys in Rupert and Sissoko who are like,
which I do want to get to in a moment.
And then Caleb Love on a two-way. Everybody else is just fighting for something, an
Yeah.
opportunity to go play for the remix or go play overseas or whatever it is. But it's, how do you look? How comfortable do you look? Do you look rushed? Are you making the right decisions? Are the mistakes you're making the correctable kind? Like, let's use Hansen as an example. There, people were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he bid on that pump fake," because he bid on a pump fake and jumped. Like a criticism that I have for Hansen already, and this is like a thing that I'll be watching now. This is what you want to do. You want to establish a baseline.
Okay.
And going going into this, I was like, I don't have expectations. Let's just set a baseline. But he shot through that with how he sees the game.
But did he shoot through it because you had no expectations?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No, it's a good question. But you know it when you see it. That's what it is. When you see a guy process things at a significantly higher level than everybody else, that's why everybody's gassing him up. I shared this one on Twitter. I was sitting next to in Game 2 against Memphis, which was a tougher game for them.
You said the better game. That Golden State team.
They were cheeks.
Just watching the highlights, I was like, oh, God.
Oh, they were bad. They're bad. Isaiah Mobley, Evan Mobley's brother.
Yeah. I didn't see Steph and Draymond sitting courtside in Kaminga.
No,
just saying.
Kaminga's not going to be around right now. They're trying to go through that.
I'm just saying. I didn't see the team building.
I would say Pajemski was there. I think he might have been the only one. Now that I think about it,
but not with the crew, not with the guys. Steph's got to go play golf.
I mean, I get it. He was out there.
I would have gone to that golf tournament too.
Personally, it's basically become like his tournament. To be fair. But no, I was sitting next to a guy from NBA China. Great dude. I'm like, man, Hansen tries to put sauce on everything, and that he had such a great line. Mike Gao is his name. He goes, he's sauce. He's all the or he said he goes, what was it? He said he has all the sauce. He is sauce, and he was just like, yo, like he was so just jacked about this. And I mentioned this a little bit. There 60 plus media members from China. And in between games, so when the Blazers are getting ready to play, I go down at halftime at the game before, and I stand right behind there because we have to basically fight to get
your seats.
To get our seats there. It's kind of a little Royal Rumble.
Is it like
action.
Open seating, basically?
We have like
you have an area for media?
Yes, like each team has area for media, but because China sent so many people, it was like, we need to make sure we get our seats. Like it's how it goes. But 30, 40 different media members from China over the two games that I was there for came up to me and just wanted to know about, why is Portland embracing this guy so much? And I explained to one of them,
because we're desperate.
It's not just that. It's not just that, but it's this. There's hope with him.
Yeah.
Because there might be some, and I'm not saying like he's going to be Jokic or even Sengun, but there's just something there. You can just know it when you see it. And that's what Summer League's about. You know it when you see it. It's like one of the scouts I was sitting with, he goes, I was asking about his process, and he's like, yeah, there's processes and there's things you do and all those kind of things, but it's like it's porn in the sense of, you like when the Supreme Court case, you know it when you see it.
Yeah.
Like, a guy's got something when you see it there. It's not about the box scores. It's not about like
it factor. You're talking about it factor.
Alex Sarr went 0 of 15. Last year.
Yeah, but you knew he was good.
He's the best moving 7-footer I've ever seen in the NBA. And
you didn't watch Hakeem. Well, I guess he's not 7 foot.
Well, as like
Hakeem 6'11" or 7 foot.
Oh, he might be, but like nobody moves like Alex Sarr up and down the floor.
That's dope.
It's like watching him move. It's like watching a guy move who's 6'6", and you're like, there's now what does it turn into? That's the bigger question.
Yeah.
But like the framework you have to build with. That's what's interesting. But I had Brian Grant was sitting in front of me for the first game, and Hansen hit that Euro step from the 3-point line. He smokes the layup, but BG turned and said to me, I can't say on the radio, and we laughed. And he basically the gist of it was, dudes didn't do that when I was playing. And
no, it's true.
And he looked
very different game.
So him and I are talking all game long, and when he hits that, he turns and looks at me, and I immediately snap my head to him because we both were like, yo, what was that?